lot about the roads and how to pay for them. What are some of the options that council is considering right now?
So the City Council can create what is called a transportation benefit district. It can be a part of a city, all of the city, and essentially there's two avenues that they can collect some revenue for street maintenance, transportation projects. And one of those is vehicle registration fee, commonly called a car tab fee, and then sales tax, which would be 0.1%. Which would be about a penny for $10 of what you might purchase. So those are the two options that are available to them at this time.
And car tabs, I know we've heard that in the news the past couple of years. Can you get a little bit more into what that would look like for Pasco?
Yes. With car tab fees, if you have a vehicle that is registered within City of Pasco, then you would get a $20 annual renewal addition to your car tab or vehicle registration fees. And it is a restricted money, so it can be only used for transportation-related purposes.
I know Richland and Kennewick already have similar tax structures and car tab structures in place. Can you talk about why this is something that our cities in our region seem to be turning to?
It's not just the cities in our region. It is all across the state that the cities are turning to this particular tax or revenue. Historically, how the cities have maintained the streets has been through largely motor vehicle fuel taxes. And while for the better, we have a lot more energy efficient vehicles, that also means that there's not as much revenue coming in on those fuel taxes for state and local government. And also at the same time, you're seeing the cost of maintaining streets go up quite a bit, and that's the challenge that we are facing right now.
And is this something that Pasco residents would be able to vote on?
Yes, if City Council decides to put this on the ballot, they can. However, City Councils themselves are elected by the people, and regulatorily they can implement the car tab fees or the 0.1% sales tax if they wish to do so.
All right, and talking about that, what would that 0.1% sales tax look like for all of the Tri-Cities, really?
The 0.1% would be roughly equal to a penny for every $10 that you spend.
That adds a bit to everyone's bill, but we know we all need good roads, right?
That is correct. So the good thing about a sales tax is that anybody who spends money at the City of Pasco would pay that. So it spreads the burden a little bit more for people who are coming to visit City of Pasco as well, people who are driving through. There is a larger base that we can collect this money from.
Would it be a comparable amount of money for the car tabs and the sales tax? Is it about the same?
No. In fact, the city could collect, from our projections, about $1 million more from sales tax rather than the car tab fees.
The one comment that we see a lot is people questioning why we're putting money towards the aquatic center that's under construction right now instead of funneling that directly to roads. How does that break down in the budget?
So that's a great question. While we are very aligned with Pasco Facilities District, we're not the same organization. And so when the community voted to apply 0.2% of sales tax to build the aquatic center, it is for a different organization. We work very closely with them, and they're part of organizations, regional organizations that we work with. We're also in conversation with Pasco Facilities District to see if the city would be most well suited to run the facility in the future. However, that revenue source is not City of Pasco's. It's a different organization. They manage their budgets, and it's a specific purpose, very much like whatever money comes out of the Transportation Benefit District revenue. You can only use that for transportation purposes. Similarly, for aquatics facility, the 0.2% that was voted in by people, it can only be used for the aquatics facility.
So it's almost like it's not even coming into the city budget at all.
Not at all, yes.
Now, I know for a lot of property tax increases in Washington, voters have to weigh in. But you say this is one that council can implement without voters weighing in. Is that correct?
That is correct, partially. The council can vote to create a transportation benefit district, and then they would make the choice on car tab fees or the sales tax fees. and they have the authority to do that. With sales tax fees, they can implement up to 0.1%. If they would like to go higher, which they can go up to 0.2%, that has to be on the ballot and voted in by the people. So there's still a lot of deference to vote of the people in how they want to fund their local infrastructure. With property taxes, a lot more deference to the people in terms of how they want to increase property taxes within their jurisdiction.
As you were saying, there's many steps to come here.
Mm-hmm.
When are we expecting to really start rolling in council?
Yes. Right now, council is listening to the people and getting a lot of feedback. So we highly encourage everyone to provide their input and make their voices be heard. You can come to any regular council meeting and provide public comments. And you can also do that online from comfort of your home by signing up online. You can go to our city's website and find information there. And we will be also bringing this back to council in November as well. So you'll have an opportunity there to comment directly on the topic itself as it's being discussed in the council meeting, and they'll very likely make a decision by the end of this year.
All right, and we have that information. If you would like to sign up online, that's on your screen there. All of that information, of course, also on our website.
Yep.
Richa, thank you so much for sitting down to talk about this with me, and thank you all for listening and being ready to weigh in.
Thank you for having me.